Hello, Mir here with the next ELEX video. So in this one we are continuing the quest that we just got from Vordek in the previous video, and we also have this one. So we need to find a place where to meet Calyx, and also we have to go
we shouldn't stay
to
here too
Berserker
long.
Island. So let's teleport there. Hey, we have a respawned enemy that's stronger. Okay, stop doing that. Actually, I should have actually let him do that to reset my amulet. By the way, guys, I tried that amulet with camouflage spell. Basically, most of the stuff doesn't attack us, which is pretty cool. Amulet of deception, that one. So you can run through places and avoid enemies. And you can also attack them while they are not attacking you. So this Nightshade would have not attacked us, but we can like sneak to him and attack him first and basically have a big advantage over him. Hey.
So, this is the place Wardick wanted me to see. This place, there's something familiar about it. I have been here before. This path, this beach. It was a long time ago, but I was here. I was still a child. A young child. I lived here with my parents. This was my home. It was raining. They came out of the darkness with their weapons of light and fire. People ran in panic. They ran. They were cut down. The town on fire. Screaming. Another boy hiding near me. Just as afraid as I was. Everyone else was gone. All that remained were the lifeless bodies in the surf. It was just me. And the other boy. Then one of the attackers found us and took us with them. He named me Jax, and the other boy, Calyx. So, that is what Wardick kept secret all these years. Calyx and I weren't born in Zakor. We came from Edan. We were born berserkers. Why would Wardick hide that from us?
You know, it's places like this that
Okay,
almost make you
that's
forget what a
kinda
shitbag of a
important
planet
part
we
of the
live
story. Let's go back here. The only thing that I do not like about this amulet of the defense, it's not matching this armor. It kind of looks a bit weird. It just struck me now that it's kind of not that nice looking, but it's still really good amulet.
I've been to the fishing village in Edan.
Then do you understand?
That Calyx and I were born berserkers and not albs? Do I understand that you killed our parents and carried us off to the Ice Palace as your children? What I don't understand is why.
I wanted heirs. I had achieved much. But I wanted to found a dynasty of the most powerful Albs to follow in my footsteps. But I couldn't have children. So I did what Albs do. I took what I wanted, and I was successful. Look at what you and Calyx achieved. You rose to the very top in Zakor. My legacy was almost complete. You were poised to rule.
We were. Then someone set me up. Now, your bastard children are trying to kill each other.
Yes, all the plans I had shattered.
Okay, so for this one, there is like some quests that depend on our call value, and this is one of those quests. So we have enough emotion, which is kind of weird because we are at neutral. So, but for this one, our call value is too low, so we cannot use it as far as I know. So let's kind of try to click on it. Doesn't work. And we always have this answer. This is kind of if you basically have your value too high or too low. I mean, you always get a choice kind of between two answers. So if we like had this cold value, we had cold value for this, then we could use this and this, and we actually have the first one or the second one. So we can ask about his plans, or we can try the second one. I don't know. Either way, doesn't kinda matter that much. I mean, I'm not sure how he will react to either one of those. I guess this is more emotional response, but let's kinda go with the middle one, because we're at neutral value, and we'll try this one when we are berserkers, and we'll try this one when we are clerics, the last one. So let's go. Let's always kind of choose the middle one, because we're on a neutral in this playthrough.
Your plans didn't include my exile and execution, did they? Or Calyx's attempts to kill me?
I don't regret making you both into great men. I see the sons I created, and they are albs above albs. But I should have told the truth a long time ago. Maybe then we wouldn't be here today. We'd be in the halls of the Ice Palace, ascending to where you belong. This truth is what you can use to lure Calyx. He wants to hold on to power, and fears that if the truth of his birth became known, then he would lose that power. Threaten to reveal the truth, and Calyx will come to you. There is one place Calyx will not dare to take anyone from Zakor. You will know it when you see it.
We're doing great.
Listen to your
Okay. So let's see what we need to do next. Let's go to the Pilgrim.
Jesus, the comet hardly left anything standing.
I guess you can leave that mob. We do not have to like kill every mob. It's kinda not efficient if you are going to kill just one of them.
Calyx trapped me.
And you survived?
You had an audience with the hybrid?
He summoned me, I obeyed. He opened his mind to me and I saw the universe. Skies stretching to infinity. I always knew his mind stretched across Magellan. But what I saw, the hybrid truly sees all.
And so the hybrid serves the Alps, and the Alps will see his directive is carried out. All ELEX to the hybrid.
There was something else though, Jax. A sense of the past. But I couldn't see it.
The hybrid shows us only what we need to see.
What did you see when you had your audience with the hybrid?
I don't know. I don't remember anything from then. I know I saw him, that we spoke. That since then, I have known his will, understood his purpose clearer than I did before.
I heard Tarek and Parsec discussing the time before the hybrid. The moment they found him, I think that is what I was sensing.
The hybrid has given us purpose. Before him, we sought evolution. Only with him can we find it.
Tarek said the hybrid saw the fall, that Magellan ignored his warning about the comet.
Such stories are irrelevant.
The past is irrelevant. Only the future counts. All ELEX to the hybrid.
All ELEX to the hybrid. Yes, but it seems Calyx still thinks I must be killed.
Then you have even more motivation to reach the Ice Palace.
It seems you can deliver on your word. I would not have thought it possible for anyone to shut down all of the converters. Your deeds will be remembered by all the free people. We have a real chance to win the war now. Now we take the war to the hybrid. Now the hybrid must die, so everyone can be free.
You want to kill the hybrid?
Kill or convert. My studies indicate that mana will poison him. Kill him if we must. But there is also a chance we can change him with it.
You're getting ahead of yourself. First, you've got to tell me your plans.
Very well. But there's much to discuss. Ask your question, and I will see if I can answer.
And so, full circle. Sent to Thorold from the Ice Palace. To learn the truth. To kill the truth. And now I return. The hybrid stronghold that I defended for so long. Unquestioning. Serving the hybrid and my addiction to ELEX. But what is it that Zakor is really defending? Thorold wants to strike at the hybrid by destroying the ELEX that feeds it. But what is the hybrid using the ELEX for? Has his vision failed, leaving me to act outside the directive? Or am I merely part of his greater plan? Who planned the failure of my mission? Did they want me to die? Or did they want Thorold to live? And so, full circle. Sent to hybrid, I go back to the Ice Palace to learn the truth, to kill the truth.
Okay. So we also have more to ask Thorold.
So, what are your plans for getting into the Ice Palace?
The Albs will move the bulk of their forces to the borders of Zakor. We need to take out those positions. That will open the way for a direct assault. What I need to know first is whether the Separatists will help us with this attack, or if they attack us as we move against Zakor. Are you ready?
Your plan is a frontal attack.
We've scouted the Ice Palace, and now is the time to strike. The Albs have moved their forces. They trust too much in those energy barriers of theirs. All we need to do is take out the barrier generators, and we will open our way in. Your raider is perfect for that task. That's why we need it.
One raider won't stop an army.
The Albs' biggest weak point is ELEX. With the converters gone, we've cut off their new supplies. Now, we need to take out what they have stockpiled.
What will make you trust the Separatists?
The same as it took to trust you. I want to see them start shooting at Albs. Actions speak more than words. Actions earn trust.
How are we going to destroy the barrier generators?
We crippled a similar generator when we attacked the converter here in Idan. All we had to do was target the ventilation port. It took one shot from our ballista to cripple the generator, and that brought the shield down. Your radar cannon has a lot more power than a ballista. So, if you hit the generator's ventilation port at full power, it will blow and the Ice Palace will lose its defense.
And what if your plan to transmute all their ELEX stocks doesn't work?
If they still have their ELEX, we can't fight the Alb army. We will have to target their commanders instead. If we kill the Alb commanders in charge of the defenses around the Ice Palace, the resistance should crumble. With them dead, the soldiers won't stop us getting into the Ice Palace.
So, what are you planning to do when you get to the hybrid?
Heal him. If we can bring him into contact with a seedling, it will transmute the ELEX within him, changing his nature. We can heal him as we heal the planet.
To reach the hybrid, we will need the code to his chamber.
Don't you think I know that? But none of my prisoners have known the code or would give it up. All I have discovered is that it has something to do with the hybrid's past.
But what? The Elexitors are the only ones with access to the hybrid. Anyone below that rank can't enter the chamber unless the hybrid calls them personally.
Then you need to find an Elexitor and get the code out of him.
You said we could change the hybrid instead of killing him?
We can try and change him with mana. If it doesn't work, the mana will poison him. Is that a problem?
You think killing should be an easy decision?
That thing hasn't hesitated to order the deaths of hundreds, thousands. There is a chance we can convert it, change it with mana. But change him or kill him, he must be stopped.
And we get to like one more choice with cold values. Okay, so let's go with the second one. Like I said, in this playthrough I will always choose the middle answer when we have like these cold values.
We should work with the hybrid. His powers can benefit us all. The technology he has created can be used to benefit everyone. If you do want to help all of the free people, then we should make the hybrid work for us. If the mana changes him, we can use his powers to achieve our goals.
His powers do have the potential to help instead of destroy.
The Elexitors say that the hybrid has a greater plan for all of us. That he knows the nature of ELEX and why it came to our world. That he has the power to see the future. Before we act, we should find out what the hybrid knows. If we don't gain the knowledge, we could pay the price for it.
Well, if he has a plan that is supposed to benefit us, I haven't seen a sign of it. That thing only wants power. Listen to him if you must, but take this seedling into the chamber with you. You must attach it to the hybrid. That is how we will tame him or kill him.
The last time I tried to confront Calyx, he didn't come alone. There were Albs patrolling the area where we were to meet. I need to get him alone.
Then you must choose a place yourself. Zardum's old hiding place, for instance. Maybe there you will get a chance to meet Calyx alone.
It's good that I know where and how I can challenge Calyx. I will send Calyx a message through my adjutor. I expect he will go there straight away.
Then you should act now, before he decides to attack you.
How far advanced is your plan to transmute the ELEX?
The planning is complete. If it works in practice, then all the ELEX on Magaland should be transmuted. But I can't control that amount of magical energy on my own. I will need a strong mage to help me. Someone who truly understands the nature of ELEX and mana.
Then ask Kaya.
Kaya has the ability. But as for the temperament, this isn't the time for impulsiveness. The magic we'd be channeling if she didn't follow orders.
What other choice do you have?
Well, bold times take bold decision. I'll have to trust her. But she won't listen to a request from me. You must ask her to do it.
I think I just screwed up something. Because I hit enter for to ask Kaya and we had that flashback, so maybe there was supposed to happen, something was supposed to happen. So let's see. I don't think this 51 is going to like work for us. I think that's the one that just happened, but let's try it out. And I will skip all the conversation parts.
The lands of the...
Yeah, we need the other one. Just to be sure, I do not want you to like not see something and that I've skipped up by mistake. So I will run through all of those conversation parts really quickly, and then I will try not to be fast when clicking for that last one.
So.
Okay. Okay, we'll go with the second one.
The last time...
But I can't control. I will need a strong mage to help me.
So we'll see
someone
from
who
this
truly
one.
understands the nature of ELEX and mana.
Then ask Kaya.
Kaya has the ability.
Yeah, there wasn't like any
The lands.
anything there. It just flashed when we chose the answer with Kaya. Okay. So let's we got a whole bunch of quests now. We'll do the Ice Palace stuff. We'll find the Calyx. That's kind of the... Said it's kind of urgent, but I do not think it will matter if we kind of run around, and I don't think that will matter, but let's kind of do it now since told us that we should do it now.
I know you're here, Calyx. Show yourself so we can end this.
Where is the tactical skill that had the hybrid ready to appoint you one of the chosen? There you stand in the open, ready to be picked off. How vulnerable your feelings have made you.
What brought you here, Calyx? I sent you one message and you came running?
So, you know about our past? Wardic should have kept our secret. I will not let you spread the story further. I will keep my honor.
That sounds like emotion to me, Calyx. Fear, anger, confusion. Which of those drove your attempt to murder me?
Murder? You failed your mission. The directive is clear. Failure of a mission is punishable by execution. Is that why you really came here, Jax? Are you ready to die?
What did you mean, appoint me to the Chosen?
All Albs the hybrid sees as having Alexitor potential have a biocore chip implanted to maximize their efficiency. They and others he sees the potential in. We have been selected to serve his future, to ensure the future comes to pass. You had been chosen to evolve to the next level. The hybrid had even had you implanted with a chip ready to communicate with you, so he could guide your thoughts.
If I have a chip, then why hasn't the hybrid ordered me back to Zakor? How can I have my free will?
Because you got lucky. Your chip must have been damaged when I attempted to execute you. That is the only explanation.
Convenient that your proof has been destroyed.
Tell me, Jax, do you never see images you can't explain? Visions?
Yes.
Some of those will be memories. Others are thoughts that spring from your connection to the hybrid. He sees the future, the plans of the free people. All of Magalan and some of those visions will have leaked into your mind through the chip.
I must speak to the hybrid directly. What is the code to his chamber?
Only Alexitors can be told that. You are no Alexitor.
I know the code is something to do with the hybrid's past, but all I know of his past is that the Albs found him, that he showed our leaders the future and took control of our people.
The past is irrelevant. All that counts is the future.
So why does the hybrid hide this? What is it about his past that he wants to stay hidden? You saw his past when you had an audience with him.
What I saw is irrelevant.
The universe, skies stretching to infinity. Does that relate to the code? You said Tarek talked about the old world. Is that a clue? Come on, Calyx. You know there is more to this. I know you wanted answers then. You must still want them.
I serve the directive. The law demands the death of those who learn it illegally.
So I'm right. It is something to do with his past, with what you saw.
The past is irrelevant.
You expect me to believe that you have never wondered about the code? It could be anything. It would be logical for it to be random. It would be efficient to change it, but instead the code remains the same and is rumored to link to his past. Doesn't that sound emotional? Why would he stick with something like that? It has to mean something.
You are allowing your own emotions to cloud your thinking.
Our world is in the hands of the hybrid. We should know what makes him who he is.
The past is irrelevant. All that counts is the future. The hybrid must achieve supremacy.
How long have you known that we are the children of berserkers?
I have always known. You were too young to remember, but I have always remembered the faces of my real parents. They too are irrelevant. We benefited from the fact we were taken from the berserkers.
Okay, one more choice with cold values.
You must remember your past. It explains who you are.
Who I was has no impact on my decisions today. Only the hybrid and the future count. You have come to me with the emotion and twisted logic of the free people. Listening to you any longer is a waste of time. I will end this here and now. You had your chance, but you let it pass. You will not stand against me.
Oh man, Ray does so much damage. Okay, he missed him.
So, the code is something to do with the hybrid's past. And the vision that Calyx saw. Calyx's reaction proves I'm on the right track. And it has something to do with the old world. Perhaps it might mean something to Harley. He knows a lot about old world installations.
Okay, so I didn't know that we would have to kill him with this sensor. I've chosen the first one, I think, in my first playthrough, and in that one I didn't have to kill him. But if we want to choose this one, I guess we have to kill him, which sucks. So he told us that we need... What did we loot from him? I kinda didn't check. Did we get like something? Yeah, not really. We need to go to Harley. It's the guy in Origin.
How are you getting on with the Raider?
We're almost there, but only almost.
What else do you need to get the Raider ready?
One of the control jets must have taken a hit when it came down. If we don't fix that, the only thing you'll be flying is circles.
I need that Raider ready. The Albs are gathering strength to attack the free lands. We have to be one step ahead of them.
Well, I almost have the thing done, but... You want to take it to Zakor? Don't forget, half of that crate is mine.
Hey, we have some choices here with cold values again. I mean, I would probably choose this one, I guess, if I was like doing one playthrough, but I kinda wanna mix it up a bit for these playthroughs. So yes, we can go with this one that doesn't require cold values.
What do I have to do to persuade you to give me the Raider?
These Raiders are hard to get a hold of. But you did get all the replacement parts, with my guidance. This was a joint effort. So, let's say 2,000 shards, and we're in business.
Deal.
You'll get the Raider when I'm ready. But don't forget to pay me first, okay? And one more thing. Let's not pretend that I don't know who you really are, okay? You've done some impressive stuff, so don't turn out to be a shit in the end, will ya? So, when does the Raider have to be ready?
There are a few things to take care of first.
Is there a timescale coming at any point?
Here, the 2,000 shards for the Raider.
Okay. Sad to lose it, though. I'll hand the Raider over to you when you're ready.
How do we get a new control jet?
Well, only the Albs built this kind of raider. So I guess the only place I can think of would be an Alb maintenance center. That means looking near the Ice Palace in Zakor.
So, not easy to get. Alright, so this is where we're up to. I have to take care of the Alb commanders in Zakor. That way I can open up a path to get to the Ice Palace without the Alb forces in that area killing me before I've managed to get close. I still have to figure out what the Separatists will do when we march into Zakor. Thorold the Pilgrim is yet to complete his ELEX experiment. That must be done before we attack. I still need to learn the access code for the I need that before I attempt. You still need your control jet for the raider.
Well, it sounds like there's still something to do. Come back when that's... Just make sure you get it done before the whole damn... One question. They're saying you're fighting your brother.
So?
So, is this just some big family bust-up? Is there any chance you're gonna turn around and buddy up again? I'm only asking because, you know, this affects the fate of the world and shit.
I met with my brother Calyx, the Elexiter.
Ah, really? And you beat him, right? Then we should be happy you're not in pieces. I mean, that guy's a maniac, right?
My brother won't trouble us anymore. But this is far from over.
So, this is more than just a family feud. So what's the problem?
The Albs are led by the hybrid. It is him they serve. It is him they pledge their lives to. But I don't know why. I don't know what he is planning for the Albs, or for Magellan. Everything that happens, that has happened for generations, is because of the hybrid. Only he can answer my questions. Only he can end this war.
So, what are you planning?
If I am to get the answers I need, then I have to find a way to get to the hybrid in the Ice Palace. But that means I need to get the code to access his chamber.
Do you know where you can get it?
All that I know is the code has something to do with the hybrid's past, and has something to do with stars, the universe, infinite skies.
Infinite skies. Hey, that's something I've seen before in a couple of places. But where? Where? Yeah, I got it. There's an old industrial complex out to the southwest of Idan where I found some stuff that mentioned that. An old lab there. But, nah, forget it. Why would that have anything to do with the hybrid?
You mean the old world ruins at the foot of the mountain? Where I found the first replacement part for the Raider?
Yeah, that's the place. That's where I saw those words. It could be a coincidence, but... weird, huh? I mean, maybe you can find the answer there.
Perhaps, but there's only one way to find out, and that means going there. Alright, I have to take care of that. I still have to figure...
Okay, so
Well,
this is just repeating
Yeah,
the
good
quest that
job.
we need to do. And we need to speak to Kaya.
Thorold needs your help with this ELEX experiment.
So he thinks he's finally done it, does he? That he can take away the fighting strength of the Albs with one act of magic. You should help him. Tell Thorold I'll be there when he starts the experiment.
Commander, supplies located.
Thanks, you four.
Okay, so let's take...
If I'm watching your back and you're watching mine, then who's watching what's out there?
let's take Kaya with us and go to Thorold.
Fall.
And we also have to go here. So let's go there first, I guess. Then we'll go to Thorold. But we kind of already checked
It's
that
amazing
place.
that it's still here.
So I don't know why.
Whatever this was, it is an impressive monument to the past.
That's definitely where we were before. But maybe now... I don't know. I thought that we kind of had everything from this place. That's below us, definitely. I just have to like remember how I got in there. I think it's in the other building.
We'd better hurry up and get out of here, and fast.
Yeah, that I was looking for this elevator shaft. Is it here, or does it matter? It doesn't matter.
And here's the place Harley said he found reference to Infinite Skies, an old world complex built to hide something from the outside world. Infinite Skies, a corporation that worked on secret research in the old world. They say the hybrid saw the day the comet struck, that he survived. It must be true. Here he was, holed up and hidden in a device of his own making in order to protect himself from the impact, saved from the fires, but changed by the ELEX. A man become mutant. All that had possessed him while he was a man was the thought of surviving the disaster that was to come. He tried to prepare a select group, those who would be welcomed to the Infinite Skies. A chance to leave the planet, to avoid destruction. But the plan failed. The government failed to listen to him. He had failed to save them. All he wanted to do was survive. So here he hid. Here he survived. But what did he become? ELEX flooding his body. His hunger for it grew. His mind opened. He became more dependent on it. But what was this man? Who was it that became the hybrid that rules Zakor today? Dr. Adam Charles Dawkins. Immortal. Inaccessible. All-powerful. The pinnacle of evolution. Still driven by the need to survive, he began to see the future. He saw the future then. But what of now? Can the hybrid truly see the future? What does he want for himself? Survival? Safety? A future for us? There is only one way to know. I must speak to him. Secured with a password that referred to the name its human form once took. Now I can reach him. His name, Dr. Adam Charles Dawkins. Now I know the code to the hybrid's chamber. I should use it. Perhaps I will finally get the answers I am seeking.
Yeah, we got one more level. These quests give a lot of experience. And we now know who the hybrid actually is. And we also know a lot of the lore since we managed to figure out who Kalan is, that rocket. And also about Arvid, and now we know that Arvid and this Dr. Adam were kinda like, they are the foundation for the Calyx and what's happening in this world.
I met with Calyx.
And? Did you find what you were looking for?
No, but I now understand my brother's true nature.
Truth. It always brings its own burden.
Kaya will help with the experiment.
She will? And is she ready now?
Why don't you ask yourself?
Are you sure you are ready for this?
Are you? Are you sure this will work?
You're not the only mage, Kaya. I'm certain of my findings. 90% certain, 60 or 70% at worst. But if we pull it off, who's to know we were ever worried? Everything is ready. We can begin immediately.
You should begin the experiment now.
So be it. Keep your distance. This could be dangerous for anybody close by. We failed. We were close, but Zardom must have known what we were planning. I can't try again alone. Even if we can find Kaya, it would take weeks to recalibrate everything before attempting that again. We must move to attack the Ice Palace as soon as we can. If they are this intent on stopping us, the hybrid must be close to achieving his plans.
What about Kaya?
Kidnapping her has stopped me making any further progress with my plans. But then killing her would also have stopped the transmutation, so why did he kidnap her? Zardom must have seen the same power in Kaya that you did. He must be planning to use that power for himself in some way.
He was interested in her. He asked me to find her. That can't be a coincidence. Where do you think Zardom has taken Kaya?
Zakor. His ambition has always been to take command there. He seeks a chance to rule. So, he'll want to keep an eye on things in the Ice Palace. He will be close to there.
What if Zardom wasn't responsible for your failure? What if something else stopped your transmutation?
His intervention is the only thing that makes sense.
You don't seem certain.
The only other explanation is that ELEX itself was resisting the transformation. But that's not probable.
Not probable or not possible?
Resistance would imply purpose, consciousness. And ELEX is a substance, not an entity. It isn't alive.
Kaya thought ELEX could be alive.
What are you talking about?
She said that's what she felt. That ELEX is more than a substance, that it communicated with her. Couldn't that be what went wrong?
What you're saying is impossible. Kaya is able enough when it comes to magic, but she's misinterpreted what she's seen. I've run experiments on ELEX, studied it for years, and I've seen nothing to indicate that what you're saying is true. How could Kaya just stumble on something like this in the time she's had?
What will you do now that the experiments failed?
We must take the fight to the hybrid. It seems an assault on the Ice Palace is the only way to end this war. We will see each other again in Zakor. But we will stand against each other as enemies there. I know you want to protect the hybrid. And I can see no future for Magellan while that abomination still lives. The hybrid must be killed.
Okay, interesting. That's not the storyline that I had previously. I guess our choices with probably because we killed Calyx. And we got the level. Okay, so of course you can mix and match those answers, since you can always choose one of those answers plus the cold one with the cold values, so you do not have to choose always the one with the cold value. I don't know. So let's see what we are kinda... We can save Kaya. Yeah. Okay, let's save Kaya in this one. We'll grab, I guess, Ray with us. Or let's take Nasty, I guess. Doesn't
Something's
really matter.
going on at the Ice Palace. Whatever it is, we need to shut it down.
Follow me.
Yeah. Now this is a place we can have some fun.
I knew Zardom must have brought you here.
The feel of this place is terrible. Where are we?
In Zardom's hideout, on the border between Abessa and Zakor.
That explains the disturbance in the ELEX.
Where is he? Where is Zardom?
I don't know. He hasn't been here for a long time.
Well, then he must have got what he wanted. That means he's gone to the Ice Palace.
That bastard paralyzed me and left me here. He must have planned that all along. Why didn't he just kill me?
He must have wanted to use your strength. It must have been part of his plan to regain his place in the Ice Palace. But you must have been too strong for him.
Well, why ever he left me alive, it was a mistake. I won't let him surprise me like that again. Thank you for looking for me.
How are you?
Life is good. I like being here with you. This struggle will determine the fate of all the people on Magalan.
Come with...
You haven't...
Good stuff, asshole. You better have a reason for
Follow
waking
me.
me up.
Okay.
Interesting that she ends up sleeping there, just... I don't know. Okay, so I guess we can speak to Thorald there again, since we have Kaya. Maybe he'll say something about this. If he's even here. Yeah, he's there. Since he told us about fighting the elves in Zakor.
The lands of the free people.
Yeah, that's kinda... I wasn't kinda expecting anything to happen there. Okay, we have to kill some Alps in Zakor. A bunch of them actually. We need that jet control, and we need to speak to separatists. And also, yeah, we need to finish all of this first. That's the quest for Harley, and basically we need to do more stuff, then we need to turn in that, and then this quest will basically be over. So I guess we can do the separatists quest in the next episode, since we're already kinda 50-ish minutes. Hey guys, this is all for this one. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy my videos, make sure you subscribe to my channel, and see you. I managed to mute myself, and see you in the next one, guys.